Hello friends, right now I'm going to talk about the JavaScript. JavaScript is widely used in the web development. It's the interactive web pages. Whenever you want to do uh, web pages, want to make a website, cool website, then you need to know JavaScript at least, because the JavaScript is one of the fascinating language today. Why we are using JavaScript? We're going to learn here why we are learning. What is this? What is requirement? What JavaScript do? Let's simple introduction about JavaScript. Let's suppose this is a uh, let's guys suppose no sorry let's suppose this is a program, a computer in which on which you are working right now. Suppose this is a computer, okay, and this is something a big computer. That will be a client, and this will be like a server. Suppose a big computer through which whatever I'm searching through the computers, through the net. That will be, I feel like this is a client. Actually, wherever you are sitting on your computer, what is this? You are using like a client, and if you want to connect with the server, what is important here? That my name is myself. That's myself can interact directly with the server? Absolutely no. Then the requirement is that actually requirement that necessarily a web browser. Web browser requirement that used to contact with the server, and whatever you want information regarding the anything, that will information stored in the server. That is generally that is generally comes to the web browser. Actually happens what is the main things important, that then to connecting a web browser required a kind of programming language. That can be web browser. Web browser is composed of lots of things like HTML, CSS, JavaScript, jQuery, Ajax, RDB, BMS, lots of PHP like things. But right now, and many things, you can use many websites using not the Java, not the PHP, use the Java and C++. But still, what is the difference between JavaScript and their language? Actually happens what? JavaScript is a client-side scripting language, and whenever you want to whenever a things comes from a server, whenever anything comes from a server, suppose you ask that, suppose anything comes from server, comes from a server. Anything comes from a server. That is generally a, what is this? Anything comes from a server. That is not our language. This will be absolutely composed of 0 and 1. Yeah, this can be composed of 0 1 0 1 0 1 things like we there. That is not. Wherever we search, whenever they hit the web browser, something's typed in, that goes to the servers. There is a programming language that convert your language to the to the computer understanding language that computer understood, and understood the same language is transferred to that. And whenever it comes here, a kind of language important, that is a JavaScript script, that is important, that is here, that is used to whatever the field, that's why we can say that JavaScript is totally a client side. There is nothing related to the server side. Actually it's a client side, and it's a client side programming language, scripting language. And for that we will use the same notepad. Now for writing this code, we will use a notepad with the HTML. Simply we can write the HTML head, whatever the body, maybe here the title you can include, but it does not matter. We are talking about now JavaScript, not HTML right now. That's why I'm talking about the JavaScript. Today says we can write JavaScript in two forms, either in the body or in the head. Okay, right now we're talking about the body. There will be a special tag for writing the JavaScript. You cannot write JavaScript anywhere else. That's why for the special tags, script variable x equal to 5, variable y equal to 6. Given that variable, here you're writing that is. I'm not writing int type things or float type things. These things are not. I'm not writing data type. Why I'm not writing? Because data type is not required in JavaScript. JavaScript can easily understand whatever I'm writing. That's why document dot write I'm writing that as simple. If you have already studied the C, it will be much more easier for you to understand the JavaScript. The document dot write is you can write a document dot write. Document dot write is absolutely the printing the value of its value on this on the web browser. If there's the value is x plus y. If you try to run this, if you want to run this, you can simply run on this launch in the and the same value is 11. That's it. This thing's important. And or maybe you can write like that. If you declare a variable sum here and x plus y, write the sum of that. And if you write whatever that's, declare the sum as a variable, and you can directly write here the sum, and that will be here save. ctr plus sum save, and go to the run, and launch in the Chrome. That will give the 11. That's another way you can do this. Here is important thing is that you cannot write the sum within this quotes, double quotes. Why you can't? Because if you write this, you can see here what the result will gonna print here. This will absolutely have, when you launch the Chrome, this is a sum. Whatever write in here. Another thing is important here. You can also use here alert. One thing used as alert that will be give another kind of dialog box up here. Alert. Some here can be a double quote. Generally, when you write alert, you generally give a single quote. And if you save this, run, click on run, launch in the Chrome, and that's a dialog box appear here like a sum. When you want here's giving a sum, that's a different kind. They give a notification when you will open the web browser. Refresh the web browser page, but a document that I'm writing here. Okay, document dot write, and we're giving the whatever sum. Okay, if you want to giving here that suppose you can use here like a you can use a four type like a variable, 4 keyword for looping here, just giving like I equal to 0, for yi I less than equal to 5, and I plus plus increment value, which is very important for going through the loop. And if suppose document that try to put here that suppose anything that subscribe here. Okay, if you give a subscribe, then what will happen? Suppose this is made the same tactics to make its comment section. If you want to pursue this in this comment, you can write it simply like this. Okay, this is turning as a comment. If you have learned the C very well, then it's not gonna problem for you anywhere in the JavaScript programming language. Again, save this, run, and compile program. Chrome will subscribe. You can also doing things. That's what can I do here now? You can write here what actually you can write here the br tag with the tag. Okay, if you just now save this, and again now run into the Chrome, launch into the Chrome. Hey, this is, I'm sorry, but I think I've done some problem here. What is this? The plus will be given, I think. Plus will be given. Plus will be given here. Okay. Now this. Run this. Run this in the Chrome. What's the problem here? I think the problem here. The way we put %n. Look this. Will this act or not? That's as we use in C. Let's save it and run it. This is what happened. Nothing happening. That means what? You cannot use the \n. You have to use break tag. That's line break tag. Anything you can put here, break tag, and giving here what? Save it, str process, save, run into the Chrome, and just subscribe is looking, the for is looking. Similarly you can use while, do while, and these kind of things can be written. One thing you can use that here the important thing is you should not have to declare I, because here for declaring variable you do not need any data type. That's why not variables. It's automatically detecting that is a variable at all. That's why you need not to give here again. One thing, what will happen when we declare the string? Suppose we are declaring a string right now, giving a string. Suppose the var for declaring a string does not need not to be, suppose string 1 equal to, giving the curly pair of braces, giving this my name. Okay. So curly braces. Then again var str2 equal to. Suppose here this is giving this is Rory. Okay. Okay. That's going over here. Okay. And it's important for me as a want to concatenate. Suppose concatenate is giving this concatenate equal to str1 plus str2. Okay, doing this here right now. This is saving this, compiling, running, launching in the Chrome, and it's important. My name is Rory here. That's it. Suppose if you suppose you misuse a semicolon right here, then what will happen? Does it make change? No, this will not gonna make any change. That means that semicolon does not pay such importance. Syntax is not such a matter rebel in the JavaScript. JavaScript a various language, and it should be learning. If you are concerning about the things, problems, syntax is not gonna worry for you.